Hi, I'm Taylor Anderson, and I'm going to be talking about the content that is in my integrated math and social studies lesson. I'll be addressing the social studies standard 1 through 5, summarize weather patterns in the community, including temperature, precipitation, cloud cover, and the amount of sunlight during the different seasons of the year. The main points are temperature, precipitation, cloud cover, and amount of sunlight, which my students will already have prior knowledge about. There's going to be a chart posted in my room that looks something like this, where we talk about this every single day at calendar time, so they're very familiar with the concepts of temperature, precipitation, cloud cover, and daylight hours, and also how they're expressed. So the real actual learning that's going to be going on covering this standard is going to be the comparison to the different seasons of the year. So we would do it in a calendar time type setting, and I would pose different questions that involved the current day's temperature, precipitation, cloud cover, and daylight hours, and then we would compare it to a different season, so they really got the whole of that standard. The math concept is all of this. They're going to be adding within 100. They're going to be adding a 2-digit number and a 1-digit number. That's the major one. They're going to use models, drawings, and strategies based on place value. I have taught them a strategy, which we'll talk about later. They're going to be talking about the relationship between addition and subtraction. This is actually where this is what I addressed as my problem that I would focus on, and I addressed it because my kids had problems with basic addition, like 6 plus 3, they would say it's 10. So that was a problem, and so I said that I would fix that by having them go to a separate time in the day. They would be doing basic addition and subtraction and learning that those two things are correlated, they are intertwined, and they can do them together at the same time. Describe strategy and explain reasoning used. They would do that in the whole group setting. Understand that when adding 2-digit numbers, one adds 10s and 10s, 1s and 1s, and sometimes it's necessary to compose a 10, which goes back up to this. So the strategy they had previously been taught in their introduction to regrouping included a 10s and 1s column like this, and what they would do was pretty much draw their 10s. So say they had the number 23, they would draw 2 10s and 3 1s, and then if they were adding 6, they would draw 6 more 1s, decide if they needed to regroup, circle those, and move it over. So that's kind of just the strategy that they learned in their introduction to regrouping. So in this lesson, it's going to be correlated because the students will be posed a question at calendar time in a whole group setting, like it was 62 degrees when you came to school today. It's going to increase 9 degrees before you go to recess. What will be the temperature when you go out for recess? That would be something that they would do as thinking about these 4 concepts for the day. And then I would connect it to seasons by saying something like today's temperature is normally about 62 degrees. The temperature in the summer is normally about 9 degrees warmer than today's normal temperature. How many degrees is it normally in the summertime? So what are we gonna do? And then the kids would have their whiteboards. They would do this type of thing and use regrouping, where then we would talk about, do you have a different way to do it? Did you do this in a different way, or did you use this strategy? They would share their thinking, they would critique each other, and that would pretty much be it for all of those concepts. Those things would be addressed. So, thank you.